Hello, America. Today we are at the Trading Post in Crystal Lake, Illinois, meeting with Pete. He is AKA the Craigslist Hunter on YouTube. I've been watching him for years, and I've been coming in here doing deals with him. Let's kick it. You're the owner of the Trading Post here in Crystal Lake, Illinois.
I'm the lucky guy.
You're the lucky guy, and we've met. I've been coming in and out here for a few deals over the last decade or so, and I think you've got the quintessential American story. You came here.
You think so?
I really do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you said, I came, it's been a minute now. I came to US 1982. So this is 40 years ago now. I came here when I was 13 years old. So this was a shocker. I came from communist Poland. So it's not exactly, like the same world. You can't even compare it. It is now, okay? Mm-hmm. But back then, it was a total shocker. So when I arrived here as a little boy, and I quickly adjusted, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was like, my gosh, this is America, right? So immediately fall in love. Now, I don't have much to say because, I come here with my parents, right? And it's I'm just a little boy. But I think I quickly kind of blend in to the American system, went to the school, to the 8th grade and high school. And I absolutely fell off with this country, or what you can do if you put your mind to it. So, sitting in my shop 40 years later. So, all my life I've been running a lot of different businesses. What led to this business is I had a business with my ex-business partner for 10 years that was a junk removal and debris service. And when we did that, all of a sudden, we end up with a lot of stuff coming in that is free, junk that we are removing from people. But what they say, one person's junk is another man's treasure, right? So we started selling first out of our warehouse that we had for that company. And that created a problem for the village. On weekends, we would create traffic in one of the main towns here on a main road, because you would have hundreds of cars lined up because we had a flea market going on Sunday. You know what I mean? But a light bulb went off. It's like, wait a minute, there's money to be made in this junk stuff, and maybe we should open up the store. And we did open up the first store, selling the stuff that we were junking out of people's homes. But at the same time, people were coming in and asking to the store, would you buy this from me? I got some used stuff I want to sell. So we figured, wait a minute, not only are we selling junk, we can be buying and flipping stuff. So that's when we opened a first true buy, sell, and trade store. That was also here in town in Crystal Lake, down the street. We were there for a little bit, small store. We quickly outgrew it, and then this place happened, which is now 10,000 square feet.
Wow.
And we sell all kinds of stuff. Back in the day, even back in Poland, I would stand in line early in the morning on Mondays and Thursdays to pick up this music magazine that you would have to be in line in a store at 6 a.m. when they opened, because they would put only 6 copies in this store and 10 copies in it. Wow. You would scoop that up. It would have great posters, music posters in there. I would buy those, take them into the school, and the guys, for example, would have a little Matchbox car, right? But he wanted a poster. I will trade him. I know that magazine that I just bought for 6 złotych, which was 20 cents, okay? But his little Matchbox car on a black market would be worth, 150 złotych, which was $20. It was a perfect trade for me. He wanted a poster. I would get this. Sunday morning, I would be on a flea market with my grandfather flipping this. Wow. So from early age, I was dabbling with crazy stuff back in the day in Poland. So always kind of a little bit in my blood, buying, trading, selling, scooping up, stuff that I can make a buck on, you know. So
I have a question that's off topic a little bit. Were any of the bands in that magazine from America? Or was that kept out?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You could not buy that LP record.
Oh.
You knew it existed, but you couldn't get it. You know, you would have had to travel out of the country, or somebody would have to kind of smuggle that in to buy it on a black market, which was like true black market. You wanted Levi jeans, people had Levi jeans, but you had to pay, you know, $150 for them in 1977, which was a salary of a doctor.
Wow.
You know, that was crazy. So
That's who wore the blue jeans, was the doctors.
well, that's like, you know, a doctor would make 1,000 złotych a month, which was equivalent of about $150. You know what I mean? In 1977. So the stuff was there on the black market. It was just ridiculously expensive, you know. So new iPhone comes out, right? Same thing. All of a sudden, you know, or new Nike shoes come out, and people are waiting in line because it's supply and demand.
Right.
Same kind of craze, you know. So, yes, sir.
$20 he says for this one.
Are they real?
Yeah. No, dude, I'm not gonna bring you no fake shoes. I promise.
Well, you know, people bring me all kinds of stuff, and you know, I gotta ask that question, especially when it comes to Nikes. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I get it, man.
Right.
Because you cherry pick. This store is gorgeous, and you're at the level now where, just like since I've been here, you cherry pick what goes on the shelf. And
Now I do. Now I yes, because before we would buy kind of a little bit of everything at all times because I want to make the shelves, you know, make the store kind of fill up with merchandise. Now when the store is full, I get to kind of cherry pick a little bit and buy what I want, what interests me, and what I think I can make good money on. You know, and that what makes the shop interesting too, because there's some unique things that, you know, are
like, for instance, that Epiphone over there, I used to make guitars for Hamer, but I'm familiar with that model. I'm going to guess, unless it's a remake, that thing is like 1982, 1986.
Actually, no,
No?
it's not that old, but it's got so many upgrades on it. That's why it's up there far as in the price.
And Epiphone is they've shown to be an excellent brand,
Yeah.
regardless of what Gibson does.
So, like, for example, that goofy-looking shoe sitting on top, size 26, you know, things like that. That it's that even Shaquille O'Neal doesn't have a big shoe like that. So, yeah, it's a shoe that back in the 80s, a salesman would actually have and bring it to the show to show off details on a shoe, you know. So I had a couple of them, and one of them was a high top. Like, well, this one is a high top. The other one was a low top, and that one sold already. But so unique things like that, you know, that are cool, you know. So,
This is it. This is the store.
Hello, Redheaded Step Family. This is a Tip Me Some Bing Bangs update. What you are looking at is 100 plus, 38 very, very special, handmade for me by White Feather Swami. Thank you very much, White Feather. I'll put them to good use. I promise. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider subscribing. You can always unsubscribe later, but we're fun to hang out with here.